Well, welcome back to another live stream. Yes, I am hot and sweaty. If you haven't watched stage 5, then I've just finished stage 5, which was the individual time trial of dirt racing, which was very different to say the least. All the Zwift bike changes and corruption in how people have gained upgrades to those new bikes. A lot of events are now being forced onto the Tron bike, whether you own one or not. We've just done an individual time trial on a Tron bike with power-ups and possibly draft enabled. It's hard to tell, but for stage 5, anyone doing it later on this evening, stage 5 of the dirt racing, the individual time trial, your power-ups are aero boost, and you get them basically on every banner you pass through. So I think there's about 5 or 6 in total. Use them wisely when you're going for those FTS, FAL points, etc. But yeah, this one now, not one of my favourite courses, I have to say. The Scotland Smash. This is just an out-and-out punchy course. The UK champs were hosted on out of Scotland, which takes in this, but you've got on here, you've got the Clyde Kicker, the Champion Sprint, Breakaway Bray, and then it's just rolling countryside as well, out in the sort of Scottish countryside once you leave the Glasgow streets. But for me on this one, I think I'm just going to try and use it as a training exercise, stay where I can in the pack and group, help my teammates if they need it, but it's unlikely that I'll be challenging anyone for points on any of the segments here. Breakaway Bray, probably be hanging on at that point, but Clyde Kicker and the Champion Sprint is when we come back into Scotland later on in the race from how it's been written. But who knows with dirt racing, because unfortunately the last race was supposed to be a custom finish, but it seemed to be longer than what was advertised, and it was 2 laps of Java Island, not finishing after the Java Sprint. So bear that in mind later as well. Bike options in this one, it looks like we can have whatever bikes we want in this race. I've gone for the Specialized S-Works Tarmac SL8. Got no upgrades because I've not been riding enough to earn them. And I've chucked on the DT Swiss disc wheel set just because it's my go-to wheel set normally. So of course it's got enough to cope with that. At the end of the day, if it makes a massive difference to my performance, then good, but I'm here to put out watts and hopefully do well in that. So 20 seconds to go, get some more fluid in, and then we'll get ready for this one. If any questions or anything you want to ask, chuck it in the chat. Because if this goes off rapid and I get dropped, then at least we can have a chat about stuff like the UK weather at the moment. Anyway, here we go. Get the fan on because I'm going to get hot. Trying to get the notes up on my phone for the recon notes I did for this one. So this is the Scotland Smash, 18 kilometres, FTS, FAL, and then FTS points available, and that's Breakaway Bray, Clyde Kicker, and Champion Sprint. Clyde Kicker and Champion Sprint is the second time round, not this one, so interesting to see if people catch the first one. If we go up it, I can't remember the course in my head, I think we're going left and then right and up the Clyde Kicker in the first K normally. I think it's that. Might be wrong. This was one of the Zwift Games routes, from memory. Stage 2 of the Zwift Games, something like that. I think this is the Clyde kicker here. Yeah, up here, left and then right. Around about 1.2 kilometers in, you take on the Clyde kicker. Trying to stay near the front so as I kick into the hill and it starts to drop back, hopefully I can grab a wheel. They're attacking it, but there's nothing on this one. Believe it or not, it's 11:30 in the morning in the UK. Sun is out for a change. Inside the garage, it's telling me it's 22 degrees. So, no wonder I'm sweating. Again on this one, Aero Boost seems to be the power up of choice today. I'm expecting this to be a fairly steady race out towards Breakaway Bray, which is going to come in at 8.6 kilometers, 8.8 kilometers into this race. So there's a few rises before that, but with Breakaway Bray being first point segment, this might stay together until then, but who knows. Yeah, Jeremy, stage 5, we had about 6 minutes between them, something like that I think it was. And it gives you a chance to change bikes and stuff as well, because I changed Tron bike for the first race, and obviously in the race pen of stage 6 I swapped to the esports Tarmac SL8, but that ITT was something different, having power-ups from bikes, not TT bikes. And in my opinion, I think draft was enabled, but people might disagree with me. So, because normally aero boost works best when draft is on, doesn't it? I might be wrong, I'll just be in my head, but definitely didn't feel like a ITT. Just like a team here have taken up the challenge and gone for it. 4 up. TNH, I don't know what team that is, but they all made a clear move then. In the final stage, I guess teams know who they need to beat and what points they need, etc. M. Nixon there from Coalition, moving to the front, strong rider. He raced really well in stage 4. He's one to watch. Again, Coalition have got numbers. They're obviously marking out TNH, they've all moved to the front. Our level esports racing team, we've only managed to get 3 riders in this one today. Obviously, other commitments and in real life activity sometimes take over, but we're here representing level, get what points we can. It'll be a good end to the dirt racing series. Before we go into the WTRL Zwift Racing League finals next Tuesday, they start. Just put the recon video for that one out on the channel as well. Then my shears irritating me. Getting rid of the aero boost where I can. Bit of respite. Letting the teams with the bigger numbers do the work. Sit in the pack. At the moment, the main thing for me is the heat in the garage. Getting quite unbearable. Glad I've gone for the indoor vest today. I'm already dripping from the first race. Sunday this week, I've got my first in real life Oxfordshire Road Race League in the UK. Hoping to get some onboard footage from that race and out on the channel later on next week. But that'll be the real start of my 2025 race season outdoors for League RT. So Oxfordshire Road Race is a league that we're competing in for the first year. So as a team, we'd really like to try and win that league if possible. But first one on Sunday, so we'll see. Right, it's just gap in this group. You may have the same idea that Right, this is breakaway break coming up. Hence it's picking up. Yeah, back to Scotland now, back into Glasgow. This is where we do glide kicker for FAL, champion sprint for FTS. Well, that's going by what was published on the Dirt website, but subject to change. I'm hoping I've squeezed a few cheeky little points at the breakaway bray, but I'm not sure. Those green TNS or TNH riders, they are poised waiting, aren't they? Dirt are waiting, Bike and Beer are there waiting. There's an attack over the top. I'm going to try and follow the move, but I'm going to try and stick with the pack as well. I guess if you come in last on stage 5, then it'll be a short turnaround, get to stage 6. Or you won't complete stage 5, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully no one's going to find out. Ah. Ah. I'm guessing if you're in stage 5, you'll get the option to join the event of stage 6, whether you finish or not. And then dirt racing will have to work out, won't they? I think we had half an hour to do stage 5. I did it in 21 minutes, which wasn't a great time, but gives you an idea that there is a bit of time. Don't want to do too much because my teammate went for it. Whew. Happy with 6th. Happy with 6th there. That's well ridden, Matty. Matty Corsair. Rode that well. Right, let's let that cool down. Yeah, I'll answer some of these questions then. Stage 5, the ITT, the dirt racing, individual time trial. It's 2 laps of the Java Island, not a custom finish, so bear that in mind. You're on a Tron bike, you're getting power-ups for the ITT and possibly draft, I'm unsure, but it seemed like it when I did it. And then when you finish that, there's a slight respite depending on your finishing time to get over to the race pen for race 6, which is the Scotland Smash. And the points in this one, your first chance of points for FTS is on Breakaway Bray. That's your first chance of points. And then you get FAL the second time up the Clyde Kicker, and FTS the second time over Champion Sprint. That's how it's been published on the dirt racing website when I did the recon and did my recon notes. But as you can see in the race we just had there, Started off quite conservative, out into the Scotland countryside. Race picked up for the breakaway Bray, and then seemed to settle again as we went back to Scotland. A few little bursts in Scotland for the 2 sprints, and then it just, things were just matching each other. And like I said to you earlier on, level esports racing, we haven't managed to get full numbers in, week out, but we're here to mix it up a little bit. And because no one was really going to take the lead, they're playing a bit cat and mouse at the front. On Matty course, when he come past me sprinting, I was like, he's going for the win. I'll go in the pack and just try and get across as well. So come away in that race with first for Matt, sixth for me. Really happy with that. Good power figures. Not my best. Still recovering from my head cold, but yeah, probably had a little bit more in the tank. Probably short of. Probably should do the old Ed Laverick Ed mode, shouldn't I? I should commit myself to trying to make a break or an attack. Just believe in myself, but in my head and all these videos, when I watch them back afterwards, I always say, sit in the pack and recover, sit in the pack and recover. There's going to come a day where I'm going to have to actually just go, you know what, have a pop for a couple of minutes off the front and see what you can do. Because you'll either fail or it'll stick, someone will come with you and you can work. But for today, I'm happy with that. 2 good rides. Yeah, 2 good rides. The ITT probably overcooked it to start with. I paid the price a bit further on when I started getting a bit heavy-legged. That Scotland Smash then, said at the beginning it's a punchy little race, not one of my favourites, but in actual fact I really just enjoyed that. Probably PR'd quite a few of it, even though I've raced this course in the Zwift Racing League and stuff. And this might sound strange or a little bit odd or a bit out there, but pause for massive effect there. I've really noticed the difference racing in this American time slot, this Atlantic time slot, compared to racing in the evenings. I don't know if it's just because over in the Atlantic time zone they're getting up first thing in the morning and doing these races, and their sort of mentality is get up early, get warmed up and race, where when I was racing in the evenings at the end of the day, I'm always really tired and lethargic and probably didn't race as well as I could. So it might just be that different times of day. I prefer to race in the mornings. Generally, evening racing isn't really my thing, but if I have to do it, I do it. But yeah, I've just noticed that the Atlantic time slot just seems to be a bit fiercer, a bit more team orientated and probably a little bit quicker than the European time slots that I've raced in. That's just my own feelings on it. I might be totally wrong. It might be that I'm just putting more effort in the morning than I do in the evening. But that's enough of me talking and rabbiting on. Next Tuesday you'll see the start of Zwift Racing League finals. Race 1 is going to be Danger Noodle. The recon went out for that yesterday on the channel, so for taking part in the WTRL finals, check out that recon video. And all I can say is I'll get those recons for the finals out roughly every Tuesday for the following Tuesday. A couple of them we've raced in WTRL this last round as well, so they'll be coming out, so watch the channel for that. And Sunday will be my first Oxfordshire Road Race League race out on the road, 100k road race, representing League, our team, my in real life race team. Hopefully I'll get a video of that one out as well. So if you are liking the channel, liking the content and you haven't already done so, then please do give the channel a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.